Over 10 years ago, the Islamic Society of Framingham purchased and renovated an old Friendly's restaurant on Union Avenue. The result was Masjid-E-Basheer, a local mosque that serves Muslim families throughout Metro West. For the past few years, the mosque has participated in an open house event entitled Meet Your Muslim Neighbor. Many people attended to learn more about Islam, enjoy some traditional Middle Eastern dishes, and help dispel fears about a religion and culture often stereotyped in the larger media. Men in traditional clothing and women in HIJOBS explained the 5 pillars of Islam, adorned hands with henna tattoos, and gave away copies of the sacred CURRAN.
Basically, it's to open the doors of our mosque, our place of worship, to let people come in and see what happens inside a mosque, inside the under the roof of a mosque, and share a little bit of our faith with people of other religion and people of no religion. But our objective is to drive away some of the fear and suspicion that is prevalent in these days. So most of the hateful incidents that are occurring these days around the country and beyond our borders are frankly because of lack of knowledge and lack of awareness about Islam in general. So we are trying to drive away that fear by spreading awareness.
Many times we speak to our neighbors and they say, we see a building, we see people going in and out, but we don't know what actually happens inside. So it's kind of still like a mystery of what happens. So it's kind of to remove the mystery, kind of talk to them and let them know, we're here, this is what we do, this is what happens inside. So it's basically to kind of get a connection going, to help us get to know our neighbors, help us get to know our community better, and how we can help each other, because at the end of the day, that's really what matters, is how we're here and how we can help each other to make our community better. Today we have some of the basic fundamentals. So if we go around the room, we have what we basically believe in, our basic beliefs. So what do Muslims believe? Who is God? Our last messenger. And then we have some of the 5 pillars. So this is the basic pillars of Islam that every Muslim believes in. And then we also have some similarities between Islam, Christianity, and Judaism, and just to show how some of the beliefs that we have are very similar. We come from the same Abrahamic faiths and we kind of stem from there. So just to show the similarities between the faiths. And we also have some a question and answer session. So some people that may have some misunderstandings or just some curiosity about why women wear the hijab, or why we dress a certain way, or why we have beards and stuff like that. So just to clear up any misconceptions. And we also have people that can go in and try out a hijab if they want to, which is the scarf that Muslim women wear. And just some of the other ways that Muslims contribute in the community and how we want to be a part of the community and be a positive reinforcement in the community.
The concept of hijab in the religion is actually not just a piece of cloth. It's a concept that pertains to modesty, because that's such a vital value in the Muslim religion and Muslim culture in general. So hijab was first brought down to men, actually, and it was in the concept of veil your gaze. And that means, you know, for Muslim for men in general, they're very visual creatures. So when it comes to respecting the other gender, it's about controlling how you look at them and addressing the fact that they have a character and a voice beyond just their looks. And then hijab for women is about covering yourself physically, but that modesty and that respect for the other sex comes in for women. So it's an equal playing field. So that's what it's really about for us, and I think between culture and religion, that's kind of gotten lost in the understanding. So that's why we have a hijab booth. We have somebody explaining that yes, it's covering your hair, and that's because it's about covering your beauty. It's not to oppress, and it's not to hide you as a person. This room specifically, we are focusing on the values of Islam and things like the importance of family and the fact that Islam really elevates the status of women in the religion, which was something very revolutionary as a concept, because when it was revealed to an Arab culture, it was a very oppressive culture towards women. So in this room, we really want to emphasize that Islam was the first religion to give women rights, and it really emphasized that we have a voice and that we have a vital role in the society, more than just, you know, staying at home, as many people think, and that just like, you know, wearing black, that's just like what people associate with being a Muslim woman. But today we really want to show that the fact that we wear a hijab isn't just about putting a cloth on our heads and covering our hair. We have much more of a purpose in the religion than just that. Do you have anything to add?
the main reason that we have open mosques is so people can get more informed about it, because in the media we're not really seen as one of the most nicest religions, so we want to try and change that.
I think it's incredible that they're doing it. It's also a little sad because we sort of, I think we know why, that people are judgmental and things. So it's a little bit of double-edged, and I guess partly coming was just to be sort of supportive of somebody really doing something that welcoming.
I would like people to know that we are Americans. Some of us are born here, and we are raising families and working hard, contributing to the nation building as anyone else. And we would like for others to come and visit us and understand us and see what kind of problems we go through and what kind of joys we experience in America. That should hopefully put to rest some of the fears and apprehensions that rest of the Americans have about Islam in general and Muslims as well.